Welcome to the NBA 411. I'm Cassidy Hubbard. If you just look at the opening round of the playoffs on paper, you may think that the matchups haven't really been competitive. According to the Elias Sports Bureau, since the NBA expanded to a 16-team postseason format for the 1984 playoffs, this is the first time that none of the 8 first-round matchups have been tied 2 games apiece. This year, 6 of the round 1 matchups went 3-1, and we had 2 sweeps. But that doesn't mean round 1 hasn't given us great storylines and entertaining basketball. Today, we asked our experts and bloggers what is the most surprising or disappointing element of round 1. And we start in Lakerland with Andy Kamametsky.
I guess to me, the most disappointing element of the Lakers-Nuggets series is that it's actually still going on, which also doubles as the most surprising part of it as well. You would think the Lakers in Staples Center, with the opportunity to close out this series in 5 games and get an extra few days to prepare and recharge themselves for what will be a very difficult series against the Oklahoma City Thunder, assuming the Lakers get there, that they would have jumped all over it. Instead, they came out flat, allowed Denver to control the game. They made a late push, but it wasn't enough, and now there's going to be a Game 6 in Denver that really they shouldn't be playing in the first place, particularly not for these reasons.
Well, the defending champion Dallas Mavericks are no longer the defending champs, whisked out of the first round in 4 quick games by the Oklahoma City Thunder. And to me, the biggest disappointment has to be the lack of production from the center position. Obviously, Mark Cuban took a huge risk in not re-signing Tyson Chandler, the Defensive Player of the Year for the New York Knicks, and putting the position in the hands of Brendan Haywood and then backups Ian Mahinmi and Brandon Wright. None of these guys did much in the playoffs, offensively or defensively, and really highlighted defensively by James Harden's attack of the rim on every possession in the fourth quarter virtually to score 15 points and seal the series. Now the Mavs have big questions. What do they do at center? Haywood has 3 years and $28 million left on his contract and is easily the best candidate to be amnestied in the offseason. Ian Mahinmi is a free agent. So it looks like the Mavs are going to have to make big decisions on Haywood, and then what do they do to fortify that center position next to Dirk Nowitzki?
That's the news from the West Coast. Let's check in on the Windy City, where the Bulls extended their series against the Sixers Tuesday. Let's hear from Nick Friedel. Nick?
The thing that surprised me most this playoff season, the injury bug, and it's bit a lot of teams around the league, but nobody harder than the Chicago Bulls. Derrick Rose goes down with a torn ACL. Joakim Noah's got a badly sprained ankle, and this team just has not recovered from all these injuries. They still have time. They think they can do it. But for them to lose their superstar, crush them mentally, and it's a hurdle I don't think they'll be able to overcome.
It might sound a bit ludicrous to suggest that you didn't see a 6'10", 250-pound man coming at you. But now you got an idea of how the Boston Celtics might feel after the way Al Horford has inserted himself into this series. 2 games in after missing almost all the season with a shoulder injury, Horford is already back to his dominant ways, as evidenced by his 19 points, 11 rebounds, 3 steals, and 3 block performance in Game 5 to force a Game 6 back in Boston. What Horford's presence does is it sort of neutralizes Kevin Garnett's ability to impact the paint area. And when the Hawks can get anything near Josh Smith's full potential, they actually have a front court advantage in this series. Just a couple of days ago, the Boston Celtics were up 3-1 and appeared to be cruising towards the second round. Now this series is totally up for grabs. Back to you, Cassidy.
Thanks, Mike. Time now for our buzzer beater story of the day. When Kobe Bryant broke his nose in the NBA All-Star game, he was forced to wear a protective mask for 11 games. The masked Mamba, as he was referred to during that time, said that wearing the mask felt like a sauna on his face, and joked back in March that he planned to auction it off to, quote, see if anybody's dumb enough to buy the sweaty mask. Well, I guess somebody was. There were 129 bids starting at $250. The mask sold for just over $67,000. The money will go towards the Bryant Family Foundation's initiative to help eradicate homelessness in Los Angeles. That'll do it for the NBA 411. I'm Cassidy Hubbard. See you next time.